Welcome to Ask the Sales Professor. I'm Coach Ben, and we are here to talk all things sales live on a Sunday night. Hopefully, you're getting ready for another spectacular work week and ready to drive it home again. But before we get to know each other and talk a little more, we got to hit that intro. Where is that on my little dashboard here? Let's hit the intro. Check it out. Pretty cool intro. So it's Sunday evening. And if you're watching this on LinkedIn or you're watching this on YouTube, chances are you're getting ready for your week. And question for you. So all those who are listening, how do you prepare for your week on a Sunday evening? Is this a time for you to just chill and relax and not think about work? Or are you getting caught up on any emails that came in Friday night or over the weekend and making sure that all your notes are ready to hit the ground running? Enter your comment here in the chat box. I'm watching your information come here. Iris, Andy, see that you're on. Thanks for checking it out. And I'm glad you think that's cool. So again, you're here, you're on LinkedIn. It's a Sunday evening. Chances are you're getting ready for the work week. So we definitely want to know how you do that. And as I'm watching the comments come in over here, let's talk about getting to know our sales team. And really think about this. How well do you know the players on your team as a sales leader? Do you think that they're just a number walking around? Do you only pay attention to the ones that are causing troubles or issues, maybe not hitting quota? Do you pay all your attention to the gold stars of the week who are hitting quota? How well do you know your team? And if you knew them really well, how much more could you get accomplished by doing that? Oh man, I see Adam Hubbard here on the show. Thank you so much for coming in, Adam. And so Sunday is your off day. You know what? Pretty good move. I know you're hustling 6 days a week over here. So I'm going to put your comment over there on the screen. So you know what? You got to have that rest day. Got to have that rest day. So if you're hitting the streets, talking to customers on a Saturday, man, make sure you're taking Sunday to relax, get recharged, because I know you, Adam, and all those out there that are working 6 days a week, you're going to hit the ground running again on Monday. So no doubt about that. So thanks for chiming in there. But you still got to hit the ground running on Monday. So tell me what you're doing Monday morning to make that happen. And rumor has it that you're starting a team or might be pretty soon. So I want to make sure we're answering your questions there. So one of the things that we're talking about is getting to know our team members. And I've interviewed and worked with a lot of really successful sales leaders, and I see this pattern over and over again. They know their team. When I say know their team, they definitely know birthdays, but it's a little bit more than that. They know their why. What makes each individual team member get excited? What makes them like jump out of bed and want to work harder throughout the week? And those sales leaders that don't really dig into that information because they're so busy just kind of chasing their own tail and trying to hit the numbers on their own, that hurts. It makes it really difficult to get your team up and running. So we're going to talk about something really cool here. Let me put this up on the screen, see if I can do this. Put this on the screen here and see if we can't get our, there we go. You all see that over there? So this is the Fbomb. It's not what you think. Okay. On the Fbomb, you are not cursing, not using bad words, but you're actually focusing on learning that why, learning more about your team. And that starts with these first three letters that, hey, all happen to start with F: future, fears, and fire. So why is that so important? Why do we need to know what vision of the future our team members have? You know what? Because you're their sales leader. They're looking at you to help shape this vision for themselves. And if they think that you can be part of it, if you can be an asset, and as they're trying to meet that future that they have for themselves, they're going to be stronger. They're going to work harder and better connected to you. So ask your team, get to know your team members individually. And show of hands here, I'm going to go back to the comments, got some new ones here. As Violet, see you over there. So think about what your team members want to accomplish in the next 12 months. Sales leaders out there, I'm challenging you. Can you answer that question? Can you look at every single one of the sales team members you have on your team and say, I know that this one is looking to accomplish this in the next 12 months. This one here just accomplished a goal and setting her new goal. You've got to know what their vision is for themselves and then be an asset to help them get that vision to accomplish whatever that goal is. And also make sure that you're talking to them day by day. You're helping achieve them through the actions at work and through actually hitting those sales goals. So thinking about their future, it's a big part of it. Let's look at the other F, and that's fears. Right? So thinking about fears. What is it that your sales team is afraid of? Now, a lot of us will say we're afraid of failure. We're afraid of working really hard and being ignored, not getting noticed. We're afraid of maybe our coworkers not working as hard and they get noticed, right? Maybe it's something at home that's a fear for your sales team. Getting to know this helps them face that fear. Be an asset for them in this area as well, so that they are working on what's holding them back. See, the thing that's crazy about fears is that people don't want to talk about the fears. They want to just stick it in the back of the head and say, you know what, I'm going to ignore it because I'm working towards a goal. Because if I just ignore it, I can stay focused and work harder. And here's what happens when you don't face those fears. They come back and stop you in your tracks right at the perfect time when you're about to accomplish something you never thought was possible. Maybe it's an opportunity to go speak in front of a larger audience and hopefully your target audience. And your fear says, man, what if I mess up? I don't want to get in front of that audience. And now you back out. Maybe you tell the person who asked you to come speak that you're busy that day because of that fear. Maybe it's a big opportunity that you could take advantage of, but your fear of failure is stopping you in your tracks. And that's a big deal. So as a sales leader, when you know the F-bomb of your team and you know what their fears are as individuals, you can help them face those fears, help them overcome those fears. And think of the loyalty and connections you're building with your team. So you've got to make sure that you're addressing their fears. Let's go back to that screen over here and look at this last F over here so we can get it back up. Their fire, right? So this third F is what drives your team to want to accomplish goals, to get out of bed and start afresh every single week, every single day, like we're all doing now as we're preparing for the week. What's their fire? When you know what it is that drives each individual sales team member, now you can help them stay focused on that fire. Help them fuel that fire day by day so that they're more energized and more charged to get up and work harder. And that's the key here. So I'm going to go check out some of these comments, see what you guys are looking at. So checking out Adam's comment here. So getting new people to leave the safety of weekly paychecks to commission is a fear. Adam, man, you speak the truth here. That is so awesome. And you're right. A lot of us say, hey, you know what? I think I want to try to get that kind of safe salary job and not really be in a situation where I eat what I kill, right? Where I'm really earning my worth. And I'll never forget, I was in an opportunity, great, large salary job, no commission. And I was given this opportunity to go work for this crazy startup company that was really going to pay me just a fraction of my salary was. But the opportunity was just completely out of this world. And I did it. You know, you have to make that decision to say, hey, if I'm really that good, and if I think that I can accomplish the goals I set for myself, I'm going to take that leap. And that's what we have to do. So Adam, I've seen your LinkedIn profile, and I know that you've done that and you're rocking it. So that's pretty impressive to see how you can take that off the screen now. To look at the things that you've accomplished and see what's available. And think about it. You've been doing this for months, less than a year, if I'm not mistaken, and it's all happening. Like you're making it happen right now, and that's what we need to do. And think about it from a sales leader's perspective. right? So think about it from a sales leader's perspective. When you are talking about the F-bomb with your team, when you know what their goals are, you know what might be holding them back, and you know what drives them. If you can be a catalyst in all three of these categories, think of the loyalty. Think of how they're going to want to accomplish those goals. They're going to want to be part of the team that's hitting the numbers out of the park. But as sales leaders, sometimes that's a fear that we have on our own, right? So we get scared to go, man, what if I go and really get to know my sales team members and make myself a little bit vulnerable, asking them questions, sharing what my futures are, what my fears might be. Think of what happens when you do that. You make this personal connection with your sales team that helps them grow, that makes them feel like they're part of something and makes them want to work harder. So let's think about of how we can do that. So any other questions here, looking through some of these comments? Yep, so see that there. So getting ready on a Sunday and making sure that my meeting notes are all set. So that's true. So as you're getting ready for your sales meeting, maybe as a sales leader, you're doing that tonight, you're doing that right now. Think about getting to know your team. What action can you put into this sales meeting that's more than just maybe talking about numbers, right? You got to get beyond that. Yes, numbers are important, metrics are key. We've got to measure our accomplishments, but we have to get beyond that. So I challenge you as you're getting ready for your sales meeting, maybe it's Monday morning, maybe you got it Monday afternoon, and you're prepping for your notes right now. This is what you got to think about. Let's get our team to get out of our comfort zone and talk a little bit about what their goals are for this week and maybe what they're afraid of. Think of everything that's going on in the marketplace right now. Some companies are booming and some companies are really struggling. We have to face this as a team, talk through it, make sure that we're thinking about every option that's out there and getting that real feedback from the front lines. And when we do this, now we're creating these conversations that go far beyond the yes, of course, and the surface, and really get into what we can accomplish as a team when we're doing that. If you're not having those conversations with your sales team now, you've got to, right? That's what gets them to start really bonding and really working towards those goals. I'm looking at a new comment here. So 4.5 million, I got to put this one on the screen. This one's got to go on the screen. Adam, this is crazy. 4 months, $4.5 million in sales and leads, over $10 million in your pipeline right now. That is out of this world. And but that comes from grit, that comes from hard work, and that comes from facing your fears, right? You don't get that accidentally. You definitely never get that accidentally. So that's a great accomplishment there. And we got to get your team growing. So as we're wrapping up for this evening, let's spend some time together on Sundays. We'll try to find a day during the week as well to talk about how we prep for the week, talk about what we're doing with our team, and really get a chance to launch our week properly and hit those sales numbers. There's tons of opportunity out there. You can work through your team and get your team to be really one as they're moving towards those quotas. If you don't, it's going to be a struggle. And being a sales leader is not easy. We all know that. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's relentless. It's day after day. It's all morning and all night. But when you get your team going in the same direction, man, the reward is just insane. So awesome comments here. I see another one here. Getting ready for a Wednesday meeting, but playing it out now, so that's pretty good. And also getting ready for another Monday morning meeting. Good, so good. So you guys are getting ready, and first off, kudos to being here on LinkedIn on Sunday night. Adam, by the way, this is your only day off, so you got to rest a little bit here. Get off LinkedIn and go do something outside of work. And for the rest of you that are on, thanks for watching. Looking forward to connecting with you. And you know where to find us over at Benchmark Training. And if you're on YouTube right now, make sure you hit that subscribe button and get access to all kinds of sales tools and sales videos. So looking forward to seeing you on that platform as well. And you know what? I think before we head out, we should do that little outro intro thing one more time. What do you guys think? I think we should. All right. Thanks again. Looking forward to connecting with you, LinkedIn and YouTube. Don't be a stranger, and I'll catch you next time. Here's that outro.